Hey guys, and welcome to Koali Beach, episode 30. And it's been a long time, I'm so sorry for that. But I am kind of back with some filling in the gaps, I called it earlier. And yeah, I'm joined by the awesome Silvarret. How are you?
Hi. First of all, it's great to be in a DeLadysigner video once again
Aw,
after such a long time. So it's
yeah.
good to be back. Or it's good to have you back. But yeah, I feel pretty good. I've been to the Efteling yesterday, so you might be
How
able to
was
tell from my
it?
voice that it's dead. It was amazing. It was just with family, and obviously I've gone to the Efteling way too much,
Yeah.
so they were probably tired by the end of the day by all of my commentary about all the rides. But it was really good.
I was
So how are
about
you?
to ask, like, how does it feel being in the Efteling again
Oh.
after how many weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah, only 3 weeks.
I really only go like once every 2 or 3 years because then I've seen it after one time. But
Hmm.
isn't it bad going again in such a short time?
It's kind of at once I would say yeah, but on the other hand, it's still going to the Efteling, and it totally beats staying at home.
Oh,
But
that's true.
it definitely you get used to it. But coincidentally, I'm seeing some other theme park trips at the moment, so hopefully I'll be going to some other stuff as well.
Oh, that will be so awesome. And we haven't even talked in Koali Beach about the Efteling. What do you, just short, what do you think of the community meeting?
Uh, I'm not sure what to say exactly. It was amazing. Everybody was really nice and kind. It was just great to meet people who you've known for such a long time for the first time in real life.
Yeah.
There were like 30, 40 more people. Um, there were so many different people, and it's so weird to know everybody from the internet but not
Mm-hmm.
recognize their faces and finally see them for the first time. And for some people, it was really also awesome to see their reactions to the Efteling for the
Oh,
first
yeah, that
time.
was so
That was a lot of
nice.
fun.
Oh, absolutely. Like the best thing if you what you said about meeting people you talk a lot of times to and never seen them in real life. Like Espirelli was like the best. I had so
Hmm.
much fun with him. He was. I worked with him, of course, in Wonderland very closely, and it was so nice to meet him. But also the other people, of course, it was so lovely. We had so much fun sharing the same hobby, like loving theme parks in different kind of ways, and yeah, it was really awesome to share that with each other.
Hmm. Also, I really need to get out there that there's something which we couldn't really quite capture on all of the vlogs, I feel, and that's just how crazy that day is, because that was, without a doubt, the most ridiculous group I've ever been to a theme park with. After every single ride, everybody clapped and cheered out of their mind, even on like the carousel and the chair swing, just everything. And there were just, even on Fata Morgana, for instance, we got off the ride, we clapped at the end of it. We were cheering like
And we
madmen.
did waves
And
and stuff, right?
yeah, exactly. Like the people were so amused. They were like, "Hey, you guys want to do another ride?" And we were all clapping and cheering. And they were like, "Hey, you have to do the wave if you want to." So we all did the wave, and they were like, "Fuck, we're gonna have to give these people another ride." There were people in the queue, but we were just able to sit and had some
Yeah,
exclusive ride time.
it was
Now that
really
was actually really
nice.
awesome.
It was really fun. I'm really looking forward. If we do next year another community meeting, I'm really looking forward to it. I think we will.
We should, yeah,
Oh yeah, we
definitely.
definitely should. It's gonna be awesome. Oh wow. So about the video, by the way, as I said in the beginning, I'm trying to fill in some gaps since we just spoke about how long Koali Beach will go on, and that will probably be only 4 more episodes since
Something like that, yeah.
since you are leaving. You are gonna leave us, so we need to end Koali Beach, Silverad. How do you feel about that?
Uh, To be honest, I kind of feel as if this is something I haven't said in a Koala Beach episode, but I kind of feel as though it's good. Like, I do feel the park is getting to its end, and it's about
Mm-hmm.
time to wrap up the park.
True.
And like you said, like wrapping things up and bringing things together is one of your aims in this episode as well, and it's something that I want to start doing as well, because it's there are so many different areas in the park that are kind of empty and need some filling up and
Yeah.
bringing together. But the park map as a whole is really full. There's not a lot of space
Oh,
left.
that's not true, Sylv. No, if you zoom out, there's a lot of space to be filled in still, but we can manage to just fill everything up, and it looks like a whole park, even though the park isn't filled. Like, we didn't use all space, but there's so much space left.
That's fair, yeah, but there's not a lot of very flat space left, I noticed. Like, there are some hills along the sides of the map that are completely empty. But I'm not sure how I feel about really filling those in.
I think you will be surprised if you're gonna check out the park map.
Really?
Yeah, because like the gaps in between, we can definitely fill up with some scenery and stuff, and we need some toilets. We just spoke about, because there are so many people running like with their hands between their legs, like, I need a toilet, help me. But yeah, there is a lot of space left. If we would want to make like a whole different area, we could do that, definitely, but we don't want that. We can't do that in 4 episodes.
I'm not sure, actually. Well, that's from what I remember from the last time looking at it, though. I couldn't see a lot of flat space. There is some, especially I think in like the upper corner of the map. But the problem that I also kind of feel is there aren't a lot of paths that we can hook up to anymore. Like, the map has sort of been built into a corner where there's a lot of rides where we don't really have any space to branch off from the main paths anymore because they're just surrounded by rides.
That's true, yeah,
but generally,
totally true.
And this is probably a bit of a strange thing to say, but I'm sort of mentally done with Koali Beach. I don't think there's a lot more to bring out of the theme and the map. And if we go on for much longer, that it'll just be rehashing things that we've already done.
Yeah, that's totally
and
true.
Generally, I just feel that, yeah, it's about done in that kind of way.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to just wrap it up instead of just trying to fill every empty corner in the park and just force to fill it up. I don't think that's gonna work that well.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
And yeah, we should bring some stuff together. I was totally gossiping about Rudi earlier, where the one thing that I hate about what Rudi is doing... Okay, that was harsh. But Rudi, if you hear this, I totally mean this in the best way. But the one thing that is kind of becoming an issue with Rudi's stuff is that it's all amazing stuff, and he starts all of these great projects that you can totally hook onto and build stuff around. But every time we start something new, there are kind of these gaps between the areas and these little unfinished nitbits that are just lying everywhere around the park, and by now there are just empty and unfinished areas scattered throughout the park that we really need to start finishing up and stop building some new things, but actually look at the old stuff and try to tie them together. Like,
I'm trying right now to kind of finish and decorate the log flume queue line. So to give it a little bit more decoration. I think that's just the best thing to say. And yeah, so that everything will come nicely together in the end. Surprisingly, you expect like, oh yeah, there are some small gaps, but it takes you like hours. Like, I didn't even record everything I did in this episode because it was just like a lot of scenery and a lot of placing rocks and a lot of placing trees and that kind of stuff to fill some gaps in. But yeah, it definitely, I totally think that we will need 4 episodes and time off camera to just finish up all the pieces and all the areas.
Yeah, and I've sort of said before, it's very dirty work. It's stuff that you don't really notice how much time goes into it, because it's the thing that maybe this is a bit of a strange way to put it, but you don't notice that it's there, but when it's not there, you notice that it's lacking. It's all of those little pieces that you need to add, and it takes a lot of time to add all of those smaller
lighting
details.
And stuff as well. Like, you did a lot of lighting a few episodes ago, I guess. But still, there are so many areas that still need some lighting. I did a lot of lighting at some pathways, but still, we need a lot of lighting. I'm gonna disturb you for a second and be that guy, but it's lighting, not lightning. Oh yeah, I know. I said at the last time. It's so confusing. I know. It's lighting.
That said, imagine how cool it would be if Planet Coaster actually had lightning. thunderstorms and
Yes, I
lightning.
need
That would actually
lightning
be
for my
kind of cool.
Wonderland haunted area for sure.
Frontier, if you're watching this, please add terrible weather and storms with lightning to the
Just some
game, because that would be awesome.
no, just some lights like stroboscopes. Is that
Oh,
the right
yeah.
translation? That would definitely work, I think, for some lightning effects, at least for
That's
some
fair as well.
buildings or stuff. But still, it will be a little bit weird since you can't make any rain or clouds, like
Mm-hmm.
clouds where the rain falls out. So that could be a problem.
True. Like, I would definitely love to see some weather stuff. Anyway, that's
Yeah.
just probably some nods to Frontier here. I just wanted to come back to the lighting for a little bit.
Yeah, sorry.
And because I really felt that it is one of those very time-consuming things which you don't really notice so much in a video, because it seems like it's something that you can quickly get into, which is also what I thought when I started the episode. Like, I was thinking, I'll just add a few details and it'll be easy enough and quick enough. But just doing a little bit of lighting around maybe even just a third of the park took me hours.
Yeah,
So
it's crazy.
I definitely have a lot of respect for you for filling everything in and adding lighting and all kinds of smaller details around the park, because it's kind of dirty work in that sense. You really have to go around and check whatever you can add to things, instead of being able to come up with a cool idea and try to execute it, which is a lot more fun. But sometimes you need to wrap things up, I
Yeah,
guess.
but someone needs to do it, right? Dirty work.
Yeah,
No, just
it's
kidding. We
I
all
feel bad
do.
for letting you do this.
No,
so,
no, because I'm pretty sure that if you or Rudi, I don't even know who is next, will get the park, you were like, okay, if I'm gonna need to fill in the gaps, then you are certainly gonna find a lot of areas that still needs to be filled up. I'm pretty
That's
sure about
true.
that. So we all will do some gaps filling in.
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
And I guess the nice thing about it is that you can always find something to do, because at least you can go around the park and be like, oh, right, that's unfinished. Need to work on that.
True.
Whereas if you're building, sometimes you're kind of just like, well, what the hell am I going to do now?
Yeah, totally true. Oh yeah, this is my... I need to laugh
Oh.
about it myself. These
Oh,
my
those are the golf clubs! Oh, that's genius.
No, it's terrible, but this is the only thing I could think of to use as, well, kind of golf clubs-ish. I didn't know what to do.
Okay, honestly, do you have any golf knowledge? Because mine
No.
is very limited. But
I have no
I know
idea.
as far as that you need different types of clubs for different
Yeah.
like things. And these kind of
I
look
know.
like
They have some numbers or like number 4, number 5, something like that.
oh, you've got
And
like
that says something about, I don't know, how you hit or whatever. I have no idea. I just,
yeah, you've got like the long distance clubs and the short distance clubs and everything.
Yeah.
And
It's
these
not
are
really like the
putters
best.
or something.
That could be, yeah. But it's not really like the best building or whatever, but I just felt like I had to make some kind of small building where the people could get their clubs. I want to say clubs. And so yeah, I just thought, let's make a small building to do something. I don't know.
I actually completely forgot that you needed to make something, so this actually really works out.
Yeah, well, it would be very stupid not to have some kind of building. Like you guys made awesome buildings with the, what was it, water slides and the swimming pool. And so, yeah, I just had to make something as well, because else it doesn't really fit in. So, yeah.
Oh, but this is actually really cool. It just really reminds me of those like those smaller buildings with, well, I don't really know how to put the atmosphere, but it's more laid back. It's like not very big resort kind of area, but it's just a small little nook of the park where everything's a bit more informal, and it's just for small stuff like this. I think it works out really well.
Yeah, I guess. And what did I want to say? Oh yeah, and I just put in the pizza pen, so I'm hoping that people will go and walk there. But I texted you guys. I don't know if you see that, but I was playing with the game on for a while, and I had like, oh, you can see it in the game, 4,600 people in, and there are still rides that no one goes to, like flat rides mostly. People just don't go there. Only the log flume and the water rapids do have like the most people in the queue line. It's so weird. Like you have 4,500 people in the park and not any queue line is filled in. It's
But
so weird.
are the rides not broken or?
No, they are just open, and one of them, I think it was in Rudy's party area, had like 4 lifetime guests.
Wow.
That's like, I really don't get it. I really don't understand why people won't go to certain areas. I think like that magical carpet that is in the swimming pool area don't have any guests either. It's so
This might sound a bit like a stupid comment, but are the queue lines hooked up to the paths?
Yes, they are. They are. There were just a few people that ride it, but there's no one in the queue line or whatsoever. So it's, I don't know, maybe someone that is watching right now knows what could be like the trick. Is it because there are no other attractions surrounding, or is it because there are no shops around it? Or I really want to know, because if we want to make this park really work as a theme park, like you have in the Efteling, like so many, like most of the rides have like filled up queue lines for like 1.5 hour. So what is the problem over here? Or do we need more guests? But then still, for my feeling, it doesn't make sense that no ride except for the water rides are really busy. It's just really
I
weird.
have no idea. It might be on Frontiers, but I don't want to put them on the blame for anything that I'm not completely sure about. But the one thing that's always sort of bothered me, if I may be so bold to complain about this game again, because I love the game, but there are so many things that I want to complain about. Just because I want to get it out there.
Yeah, just complain. No problem.
Maybe have a voice that might make this game better. So the one thing that's always bugged me about it, the guest behavior in general, because this might be one of the irk stats on the guest behavior. I don't know for sure, of course. It could just be our mistake in the park. I hope so, because then we can fix it. But in any case, what I kind of dislike about the guest behavior is that they don't randomly roam. I would love to see like some sort of randomly
guests
going
that are
around.
roaming.
But it's not so much
them,
though.
They are roaming. No, that's true. That's definitely
Like if you have like a complete dead end with nothing around it, they're not gonna go there.
Yeah, that's totally true. And I always try to put in something like ATMs or just a shop or an entertainment point. But there are a few people that go there, but still not that many. So they really need a purpose to walk through in the end.
Which I guess, but that just might be me. It's a bit of a shame. Like I would love to see being able to just build areas where there's no actual ride or anything, where you just build paths with scenery, which you can walk through or sit at, which right now doesn't really attract people because they don't see anything that they want to visit. But being there, I feel like being there on the path, walking around or sitting on a bench and just looking at the scenery should kind of be a goal for guests pathfinding in itself.
Yeah, that would be so nice. And I think I mentioned it before that I remember with RCT3 that we had like those ticketing booths, so people could like get like some stamps, wasn't it? Get stamps, and then they could get something for free if they had like that many stamps. Wasn't it some kind of
I don't actually remember anything like that.
And also with photo booths, so you could place like I don't know.
Oh yeah,
and
I
then
remember
they will
those
make
like
pictures out of it. So those kind of things I would love to see in game, that the people will be attracted to that at least. So
definitely, yeah.
But still, it will work also if you just have roaming people around the park.
But yeah, that might just be me as well, because I'm like the kind of person who's gonna go to the Efteling and actually go to the Land van Laaf, which has no actual rides. It's just buildings and scenery, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, but it's so awesome, and especially when you are with like people that never been to the Efteling, that is even more awesome. But we didn't have time to show the people, at least the group I was with, so that really sucks. Oh well, it's okay, next year. So the video is already over and you guys are already watching the cinematics. It went really fast, Silv.
Yeah, it actually did. Although I do have to say, now that I can, I guess just a bit of interesting information. We're really doing this last minute again, kind of as always. Because we just got some time and I have to leave again very soon. So it actually worked out all right. I mean, we didn't completely fail on making this episode. We had one chance and it worked. So at least we're a one-take wonder in this case. And Yeah,
It'll be
it's already
fine.
over. At least we
And-
got the episode in, so that's good.
Yes, so I'm gonna hurry up and upload it. Yes.
It's gonna be up today as well.
Yeah, it will
So,
be.
oh, this is really up to. So we're back on schedule, I guess, since
I
it's Sunday
think,
today.
Yes, I think Rudi is gonna take over now also, right? You were the last
We're gonna
one.
have to sort that out.
So I think it
That's
will
true.
be Rudi, and else it will be Silva. We will see about that.
Yeah.
We will manage. Well, thank you for being here, Sylv. Thank you so
You're
much
welcome.
for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. And well, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, as always, we hope to see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.